Tension at the Gaza-Israeli border grew this weekend as Palestinian protesters clashed with Israeli soldiers. For more on the conflict and why the protests are important, we go to Talking Points analyst Jack Watson.
Thanks, Josh. Protests started last Friday at the Gaza-Israeli border, leading to several deaths and a spike in strained relations between the already tense factions. Israeli soldiers reportedly opened fire on a crowd of thousands of protesters last Friday, leading to several reports of up to 21 people dead as of today and hundreds more wounded since. Israel denies any wrongdoing in the incident, saying that the soldiers fired against protesters that are trying to, quote, sabotage the country's border fence. Israeli officials also allege that at least 10 of the people killed were, quote, terrorists linked to Hamas. Today, reports indicate that an Israeli airstrike killed a Palestinian man. Another Palestinian who was protesting at the border last week reportedly died of his wounds. Now, the protesters had planned a 6-week-long protest. They wanted to allow the Palestinians who originally lived in this area, all the surrounding areas in Israel that were originally appropriated in the late 1940s because of following the Nazi Holocaust. World leaders at the time saw it necessary to create a Jewish state in this area, leading to several hundreds of thousands of Palestinians being displaced, and the land has been disputed by Palestinians ever since. The protest organizers are saying that the protest will continue until May 15th, which is the 70th anniversary of Israel's creation. The protests spawned heated rhetoric from heads of state in the region as Turkish leader Tayyip Erdogan claimed Israel's prime minister was, quote, a terrorist for his country's actions toward the protesters. Netanyahu replied by accusing Turkey of bombing civilians in its foreign actions. More protests are expected in the fallout of Friday's deaths, which was Gaza's most violent day since the border war in 2014.